is page directions bottom right.
Click on the link, then you're going to copy the YouTube page link.
Like, I need to write it down here.
No, you need to copy and paste it. So you need to copy it in your computer, highlight it, and copy it.
Copy YouTube. Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to click Start Broadcast down in the center. Yeah, that's the start. Then you're going to go to your email. So go back to Gmail.
Email.
Okay. Then you're going to type in the COS email. So it's officers COS. So you just send an email to yourself. Just send your email to yourself with the link in the body.
Email to self. In this case, self is
Set an email address.
Officers. Okay, and then go open it.
So you just
Go to that computer, log into that one. Okay, so bear with me a little bit more. Question, quick?
Yeah, I was just wondering if somebody could help me out with a business problem I can't get my grasp.
My two people, are they busy? They're
I don't know who they are.
Give me a second.
Maybe like yeah, they do. Like this thing on the table. It's actually this wrong. It's posted up here.
Number 6 is a new computer.
See, there's a delay.
Peace. I'll let the students be amused for a while.
Get them something to talk about.
Yeah, it's because sometimes when we have our meetings like next door, we fill up that full room. And so I'm trying, and then we stream it over. This is like our overflow room. It's that room is full.
If it gets full,
Yeah.
just give it over here and then this keeps them from like cheating and stuff or something.
Yeah, well, it's not cheating. It's just like I said for our club meeting coming up that we kind of pump people to do it. So, we want to get people involved and stuff. Okay, I'm not a guarantee thing. You're going to have to remind me of maybe some of these equations, but let's
I
see
have
what
the
we
equations written
got.
down.
Let me get this big. All right. So, dealing with the physics.
I don't
First
know.
of all, draw a picture. First step, first thing I see wrong there, I don't see a
No
picture.
picture. I haven't started it yet. I was waiting to get out.
Good.
Because I've been drawing pictures and I don't know if it's just me not understanding the question because I've been getting all the other ones right. So, I mean, I don't know.
Is this
It's
part of
just-
your online and
Yeah,
you know, how many chances do you have?
you get 5 chances.
How many do you use?
I've used 3.
Pressure's on me. All right, what do we got?
Okay, so we have a bicycle racer sprints at the end of a race to clinch a victory. The racer has an initial velocity of 13 meters a second
Going.
and accelerates at the rate of 0.350 meters per second.
I can't. Hold on. All right, go back to the beginning of rereading. He's already cruising.
Okay, yeah, he's already cruising it.
V naught is going to be
His
he's
initial velocity is 13 meters per second.
13 meters per second, and then right about here at V naught, and so T naught. We don't know, but this is going to be T naught right there. Okay, so now he sprints.
He accelerates
Acceleration.
at the rate of 0.350 meters per second per second.
0.3. Did you say 350?
Yeah.
0.350.
Yeah,
Meters per
0.350
okay. Meters per second. He's pedaling hard. Yeah.
for 7 seconds.
And he's going to go for the total time equals 7 seconds. Time of sprinting. Okay. Now,
What is his final velocity? That's like the first part of it, and I calculated that one.
okay.
So his final velocity is going to be 15.45.
You sure?
Yeah.
That one right?
That one's right.
Because you already plugged it in.
I did plug it in, yeah. The racer continues at this velocity to the finish line. If he was 300 meters from the finish line
Hold on. Okay.
when
Yeah.
he started to accelerate,
Here.
how much time did
when
he
he
save?
started to accelerate. This is 300 meters long. 300 meters when he started to accelerate. It was 300 meters when he finished. We know that, okay, but this is broken down in 2 chunks. We've got a certain chunk that he went, but he's accelerating, and the rest of the chunk that he was back not accelerating. Because he only accelerated for 7 seconds through this amount of time. So, give me some of these kinematic equations. I it's been so long, I
Okay.
don't know all of them.
We've got a lot of them here to choose from.
Let me see them all on our computer board now. Oh, average acceleration. Let me do something. V equals V naught T plus dt. That acceleration is that just what's that?
Okay, final velocity, that's, yeah, it's going to be V naught plus acceleration in time.
Oh, that's V. Okay. T. Okay. This is velocity final,
Yeah. And
which we know.
that's what I used to calculate the first one, or the first part of it.
Okay.
And then, okay, so we need,
Final
what
position.
was it? We need to find the time, the seconds saved, I believe. That's what it's asking for. Yeah, how much time did it save? So we need time in there. We have both velocities, we have acceleration, and we have the distance.
Final, let me just write down some positions. Final position, which is x equals x naught
Plus V naught
v naught t
plus 1 half
plus 1/2 acceleration
t squared.
t squared. And what else is we got? Final velocity. We might need this, I don't know. V final squared equals v naught squared
Plus
plus
2 acceleration.
2 acceleration x minus
X final minus X
naught. So we know we could say x final makes that. If that's 300 meters, then x naught is 0, x final is 300. We know that. I'm just saying. Okay, back to what we're looking backwards. What was the question again now?
Okay, so the question that we're trying to solve right now is if he was 300 meters from the finish line when he started to accelerate, how much time did he save? So if he accelerated here, we have 300 meters till the finish line. If he accelerates here, He accelerates for 7 seconds, right? And then he continues that velocity.
So there's twofold. I'm thinking, well, to me, when it says how much time did he save, we can say, what would be the time that it takes me to just go and say he didn't accelerate, and then calculate what the time is with the acceleration.
And then subtract them.
And then,
Yeah, like I tried that and it did not go through. It was like 24 seconds without accelerating.
so anyways, let's see. Okay, let's just see realistically with that. So the simple equation to say, okay, how much time does it take non-acceleration? So T, no acceleration. Which equation will we use? Basically simple. General kinematics equation would be this one. But wait, no, we don't. Acceleration 0 there. So
So it would be the
that wouldn't work. How about this one? X equals x naught times v naught times t. Since acceleration is 0, this whole term is 0. So t, if we did manipulation of this one, we know what x0 is and x naught. In a sense, that's 300. So if we x minus x naught, we know what that term is. Bringing that over, and we divide that by v naught to equal t. So it's simple. This is going to be 300 divided by v naught, which is 13 meters per second. And it's meters. So the units are okay.
That's going to give us 23.08.
So it's 23.08. Okay. So that is going to be
Without acceleration.
no acceleration. The whole thing. Now, can I break things up? What about I use the same equation? Do we know what v final is after he accelerates?
Yeah, that would be it.
So I can calculate the time it takes here using the same equation.
Using the same thing.
No, I can't because I don't know
Oh, we
how
don't
far
know.
he went.
Okay, that's right.
But I
So we
can
have to find the
manipulate it
distance.
where I could maybe say, okay, you broke this up to, unfortunately, I don't know if this is going to come into play, but we can say A plus B equals 300. We know that is true in a sense.
Yeah. And
We
we
don't
can
know what A and B is.
we can find the distance.
Well, I'm saying, okay, so here they're giving me acceleration. I should be able to calculate this A because I've got time and I got acceleration and I got a V naught. So that we should be able to say how far you went in that. So maybe which equation would that be? So if we just went for this short period here, we can use this x equals x naught plus v naught t. We've got time. We've got acceleration, we've got everything. In this case, we're saying with A, x naught, because we're using this as our 0 basis here. So in this case, x naught's 0. So let's rewrite this x equals v naught, which we know is 13 meters per second.
And then that would be
And
7 seconds.
the time is going to be 7 seconds. Okay. And then plus 1/2 acceleration t squared. Oh, okay. So this, I get it. You get it because, okay, x would be that, but then we're adding this little tidbit of acceleration that's going to give them a little more distance. So it's 1/2 the 0.035 meters per second squared. So this is times t squared, 7 seconds ago. Squared.
All right, that whole equation is 21.575 meters.
1 point. I'm trusting your calculation. 575. Now, how many sig figs should we go? I'm thinking just 2.
So probably,
I think we should just keep it at 5.8. And hopefully this all. Unfortunately, this is why I don't like the stupid computer programs and stuff.
yeah, because
You have to
you don't know if you need the exact number or if they can be like just a little bit off.
Yeah. So anyway, so this tidbit here. Hold on.
So A is 21.58 meters for that block, which
It
leaves.
doesn't seem much, huh? But nowhere does it tell us how much the total time, huh? Because we just got the acceleration. What is that? What we're looking for? Total time?
Total time saved.
Total time saved. So didn't we calculate total?
We calculated the whole time without acceleration to 23.1.
See how important units are? I didn't recognize that a second. Now this is meters.
And then that leaves B at 278.42 meters.
So we're going to call that A. And B equals 300 minus the 21.58, which is, what'd you say?
278.42.
278.42 meters. Okay. So that, and we want to see the total time saved. So
now we got our two parts. We know the time for this one, which was 7 seconds. Now we need to figure out the seconds for that one, which.
So you should be able to do that. 278.42. Plug that. I gotta rush real quick. Plug that in, get a time, and then between the two times, did we get a time for that? Yeah, 7 seconds. So if we get a time for this one, you add those two up. It better be less than that. You know what I mean?
And we just do this one just by the final, right?
Yeah, because he's done accelerating.
That's the final.
And that's a simple equation there. You should be able to get the time out of that pretty easy. Do that, and hopefully, if we know things right, it better be less than this amount of time. And release a fresh start amount. What's up, Cody?
How's it going, sir?
Good.
Hey.
This is good.
Question. I haven't gotten any of your emails.
No, I haven't really seen anything, just everything.
Okay, good.
Pre-med conference, you promoting it?
Yeah. What is the next one? Oh, really?
Lie down, guys, please. Lie down.
What do you want?
Hi, very good. The camera got moved. It's like filming you.
Is it?
What's happening? Did it make sense?
It didn't the first time I did it because it
Uh-oh.
was going to be over hour 23.
Oh,
It's
so
going to be 25.
well, that can't be right.
But I think I'm going to try it with this equation instead because it's the.
So now, what was the next thing? We wanted to get. We said the distance is 278.42. So does it seem realistic that these are meters? So meters per feet. I mean, sometimes too, you got to try on these. Unfortunately, you would hope that the problems are realistic.
Again, 18 seconds.
So it said it's taking 18 seconds to go this section
Yeah.
and 7 seconds here.
So that comes out to
That's
25.
fine. Because 18, oh, that's 25. Hold on.
Because we did the whole thing without, or with acceleration, and it came out to 23.
Without acceleration.
Or sorry, without acceleration, it came to 23.
Make sure we did that right. Let's see. 300 divided by 0.35. Physics is tough.
Yeah, I know.
And bear with me, it's been long. Like I said, I don't even remember the equation. 300 divided by 0.35. Wait, that can't be right. It's not 0.35. What is this? What did I say?
What is that? It's 300.
Oh, 13. So 300 divided by that, because basically you're going to say distance is how long velocity times time. I guess we shouldn't even need all that. We should say easy. Okay, the distance, velocity times time. Time is, is distance divided by velocity. Here, 13 meters per second, 300 meters. Units are all the same. They're all right for sure. Your units that you're giving me?
Yeah.
Okay. 23.7. 23.8. Okay. Because then, so here's it. Oh, you know what? We're doing it too much. How much time did he save?
Yeah.
Well, what if we said, okay, the 300 divided by 15.45, okay, would be, oh wait, but we're accounting for this, just this section here, and then here. No, we had to break it both up. So hopefully we're on the right track. You got class right now?
I do, yeah. I gotta run.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
If you're
you're good.
here,
Thank you for helping.
I hate stopping on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know if you like it. I mean, physics is one of those classes you better have a lot of time, but hopefully you also like it.
I do like it. It's a good concept.
It's just frustrating. It's
It's
tough.
my first time taking it, so it's just like.
Oh, it's tough but come in here, you get stuck, as you see right here. I don't know it right away, but we'll figure it out. Cool. It may take a while.
Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Oh, no problem.
Tony, I don't know, do I give it to you or?
Yeah, you have the deposit?
Yeah.
You have the other form? Okay, so I don't care about that. This is more what I need to know to sign you up. And that'll be good. I'm gonna put in your email in the system, so you'll get emails. It's kind of good because you'll then also get updates and stuff in the future. They don't bombard you, it's not like spam. So they send you good decent stuff. You do have the deposit. That, and you're good to go. I will be emailing as we get closer. I'll email more details and stuff. As long as you let me know at minimum, I'm taking a minimum a week in advance, I can give your deposit, to try to recruit somebody else. But if it's less than a week, I'm stuck to kind of forfeit your deposit just because I'm buying, the tickets are $35 a student, hotel room, that kind of stuff.
I don't plan on canceling or anything.
But yeah, I mean, just let me know. Same thing.
You need the questionnaire?
I do, because that questionnaire, there's one over there, and I gotta actually make some more copies. Or do you have it? Okay. Like I said, I need it because that's what, when I go to register you guys, those are the exact pulled off the registration page. So since I'm putting it all on my account, it's kind of like, since I'm paying for you guys, I need this info so I can input it into there. What's your guys' desires in the medical field? Pharmacy. Cool. Obviously, grades are really important. They'll tell you. Getting involved in other things too. They'll tell you, because when you start looking at medical applications, they say they claim they look at the individual, the holistic approach. And they say the holistic approach, that means, okay, not only do you have good grades, what else are you doing? what are you doing as a good person? So volunteering for things, different things like that will always look good. You'll find out more when you go on. A lot of people, before they go to medical school or to help themselves with their medical school apps, they get involved in, Doctors Without Borders. I mean, they go to a lot of different, sometimes they'll go, that's just one program that comes by, and there's several others that kind of do some traveling, helping in third world countries, that kind of stuff. I know some students do that to kind of boost their resume, boost that, how they look on a holistic approach. But the number one thing is GPA. So do as best you can, study as hard as you can, and even if the medical thing doesn't look like it's gonna pan out, and not everybody has to be a doctor or pharmacist. There's a lot of other stuff in that. And hopefully that's what this conference will expose you to and stuff. Because unfortunately, I hate to say it, I deal with a lot of students come in and be doctors. Well, I don't want to discourage anybody, but you better have a certain work ethic, certain aptitude, like I said, grades, everything. Important. And there's other ways around too. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. I know I've had students that do the private medical schools. Are very expensive. Yeah, that's worked out for some people. Usually the standards to get in is a lot lower. All right, guys, and I catch names again. David, Pete. David and Pete. All right, nice to meet you guys. And like I said, there's still plenty of spots, so if you know other people, you're welcome to let them know. We're still a long ways out. That's why I'm not even really over it recruiting. All right, guys, have a great day.
Oh, that's scary. Kevin is on you, good.
Hey, Dwayne.
Yes.
Is it too late to sign up for the conference for UC Davis?
No, you got plenty of time.
Okay.
Plenty
Awesome.
of time. I'm in there lots of time.
So can I get a application? How do I?
Yeah, I haven't even over to start recruiting too much. Actually, I gotta make some more copies. Stay right here. So I know I need to make more copies. So these two sheets need to be filled out. We are not going, I should have told that, we're not leaving Friday night. I made the final decision that we're gonna go Saturday morning. I think the 2 nights is over for one. Some people may not want to be gone 2 nights, kind of like me. So we'll leave early Saturday morning. And so hopefully Friday, you can spend that time to get all your homework caught up on and stuff. We'll go Saturday morning straight to Davis, the conference. We will, then from there, hotels in Sacramento. Then we go, I always take the group out to Old Town Sac for about 3 hours. Let them, a A lot of people, I don't know if you've been there or not, but a lot of
Fourth
people.
grade field trip, a long time
So
ago.
a lot of people never been, kind of explore, it's a touristy spot.
Mhm.
To do that, sometimes I do a drive-by if the group wants to do it. If they're in cahoots, I like it, a drive-by of the Capitol. I ask students if they want, pop out, take a picture in front of the Capitol.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, a lot of people have never seen where our state capitol is.
Really?
And,
All right, so we'll
so
be
that's
back.
kind of the basis. Be back Sunday night. Should be back. We can get out of there by 4:30 or 5. Should be back no later than 9 or so.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me make some of these copies too.
All right, I'll fill this out. And this is my first time in Mesa. Is there like tutors here,
Yeah, there is.
or I mean,
I'd
help
say
with
they're
my physics?
pretty busy. Everybody needs help on that physics. I was just working right here with somebody on physics.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a physics workshop going. Mauricio in the afternoon is really good and it's not as busy in here.
Okay.
He's like from 3 to 8, so it's a lot.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the best. My Winnie's tutoring
Who are
right
the
now.
tutors? I can't even tell.
They'll have a Mesa badge on and they'll be going around. You'll get to know them after time. The twofold, you can look on the schedule, shows you what their name is. And then, like I said, if you go out here, they're actually crew is here too. I'll be right back. Let me give you this. So, this is kind of some of the details. I don't care too much about, you don't have to write no big essay, just say you're whatever, pre-med ranger, want to go check it out. I do need this stuff because that's what it asks for when I register you. You know what I mean, your email, some t-shirts, just general stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is general, what we have to do for all school trips. It's a general liability waiver.
Okay.
So those two and a $20 deposit. If you cancel at least a week in advance, I can give your deposit back. If you leave me hanging and try to do it the day before or something,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta forfeit it because, I'm paying $35 for your ticket,
Yeah.
hotel reservations. The only money you really, with the $20 getting back, you really won't need any money unless you want some extra for like Old Town and stuff. But food will be covered. Obviously Saturday morning, you probably need a little something for breakfast on the way. But lunches and food's covered by the conference. Lunch, dinner Saturday, and then we also do another dinner at Old Town.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday, they have dry breakfast and lunch. And so they really just need money for dinner, something in Old Town, 2 dinners, so it's fun. And that's another reason why I like collecting the deposit. That way I know everybody gets $20 back, nobody's gonna starve on the trip.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor and put these back out there with that? Did you see where I got these off that?
No, I didn't.
Well, anyways, right in front of us where the staplers and stuff are,
Mm-hmm.
there's that. And just set them there. Feel free to tell other people. I don't know how fast it'll fill up. I really haven't even started advertising yet.
Oh, okay.
Myself. I know Charles has been going around.
Yeah, so we got a flyer that said like the end of this month was the last deadline. It's like, oh.
That's what happens when you get people that try to act like they're doing it, but they're not in charge of the trip or anything. Obviously, obviously we'll go until we cut off. The maximum I got at room for about 27 students.
Mm-hmm.
At the
You
most.
expect it to be that many people going?
I don't know. 2 to a room. Good thing is I've got good funding. Usually with my Mesa students, I kind of shove them at least 3 to a room.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the thing, but being that I have funding for this, I'm only doing 2 per room. So
Okay.
everybody will at least have their own bag. I usually do 3 and make them fight, like, with my Mesa things and say, okay, at the very least, one of you guys sleep on the floor then if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Usually, there's, they pair up and they have friends close enough that they're okay with. On this trip, I got funding 2 per room, staying at like a decent hotel. We stayed there last year right in Sacramento. Embassy Suites or something. Oh yeah, that's right. Saturday morning you get breakfast at the hotel. And so as long as you get up early enough to go get it.
Shouldn't be a problem.
My biggest thing is you gotta get out of there on time. So.
Yeah, what time are we gonna be going to the conference? Like, what time does it start?
Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
miss a
yeah.
little bit on Saturday in the morning because we'll be driving. But really, Sunday morning, it's a repeat of Saturday anyways. It's a dean's panel and kind of questions. We'll get there by hopefully 10:30, 11. Anytime you get there and just go to the workshops. And, not just workshops, they have a big, like, fair where they have vendors, like med school reps and this, and they're giving out MCAT samples and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah. And if you've never been to Davis, it's a good way to check out Davis campus and stuff too.
So it's actually at UC.
Yeah, it takes over basically the whole campus.
Oh, really?
Bring some comfortable walking shoes. I don't need to worry about the guys too much, but with the ladies,
Girls, yeah.
don't dress up too much. There is quite a bit of walking. I mean, they have some parts going around, but the majority of people are walking.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's a big conference. It takes up, like I said, literally it's grown. Right there, it takes up pretty much all of Davis. And it's spread out, the workshops are spread out all over the campus.
Oh, wow.
It's a good thing.
All right, so what do you want me to do with these?
Oh, just see where it says inspired?
Oh, just put them over there?
Yeah, you'll see one's already there.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
You're with me?
My hiring paperwork.
You called me yesterday, but I was in Fresno State in a class. I'm sorry. And I called back, but I think it was around 6-ish. I don't know. You guys were open. Did you guys just hire a new chemistry teacher? Mr. Vasquez? Yeah?